You've made it to Duelist Nexus Sneak Peek Weekend, but there are other things in the market that are going crazy today. Make sure you guys smash the ever-living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. If you pull good on your sneak peek stuff, leave a comment down below. Maybe we'll have a good winning package for some. I don't know. We'll wait and see. So, Engraver of the Mark. You know, how many times have we seen this? I mean, during either player's turn, your opponent activates a card or effect by declaring exactly one card name. Since card from hand of the graveyard to declare one other card name. The card name your opponent declared becomes the card name declared by this effect, and then once per turn during either player's turn, target one face-up card on the field destroyed during the end phase of this next turn. There haven't been any sales on this. It's just this card never recovered off of the market, and I found that actually hilarious. That's why I wanted to bring this up and just go, what in the world actually happened to the special edition of this? No, it's the European version, but yeah, interesting just to see people looking back at this card and going, huh, interesting. Yu-Gi-Oh! Does some very weird things. Labrynth cards, oh boy. So we already know Starlight copy of this, still expensive. The reprint version, not quite as expensive. Welcome Labrynths on buyout status number 962, of course. Ariana's 78-ish. Lovely's creeping back up at 50s. And then you're still looking at like $27, $28 for these, and Labrynth's at $23. And Ariana's actually on buyout status on up to 28, on up to 32 right now. So that's very interesting. But all real things considered at this point, if you haven't picked up your Labrynth cards in general, at this point in time, every Market Watch is going to include some sort of, oh my god, this card got bought out in the Quarter Century Secret Rare department! Because that's what is happening every single Market Watch. And I can't wait to see what Duelist Nexus is going to do. Speaking of things, Dark Hole Dragon, you know, that thing that we saw last Monday, we all joked about, we're like, you know, card's not like particularly exciting, but you know the damage continues to be done here. $110, $115, and $126 are all that we've got at the moment on the market for these, and I don't really know what else to tell you about this. We've seen the constant upward spinning for this. It has continued to do the exact same thing that it's done. It's very unfortunate that this is what we've seen actually happen, but that's the results of the market. Ground Zeno, you know, these aren't $30 anymore. I'm actually very happy about this actually spinning down here. 24, 24, 23. Yeah, you're looking at $24 to $25 a copy of these right now. So if you're somebody who was kind of holding out, or if you're like me and you actually forgot that Wild Survivors actually existed as a set, because trust me, this is probably one of the most forgettable little things out here in the game. You're just like, anybody else forget about that? Yeah, honestly, I really did. Emerging Emergency Rescue. Now, for those of you, you're like, Robbie, why are you talking about this? Is like 20-some cents. It's because when that Rescue Hamster support got announced, people came through here like crazy. People have been taking the large quantities off of the market as the penny stock. It's not that the card itself has gone up. It's just quantities are starting to dwindle, and you can see that the large numbers are being scraped off the market. This is the very, very early stages of things right now. I don't know what to tell you about the little hamster. There seems to be some active crazy theory that the card's going to be broken, but that's highly unlikely as it's a jump promo. So, but that's what you're looking at right now. This card has been still a lot of copies of these on the market, but people believe. Reinforcement of the Army. I don't care about the Ultra Collector, or I care about these. Collector's Rares, I wouldn't say these have recovered. 96, 95, still floating a little bit of an uptick, like maybe 1%, if that. This Legacy, interesting. Worldwide Legacy of Darkness versions. I don't like that. Speed Duel, kind of up there. And then, of course, the Secret Rare Pharaohs. You can get the Secret Rare version of this for 60, 70 bucks. So my question is, like, do you prefer, like, the Pharaoh's Rare to this, or do you prefer, like, the Collector's Rare for this? Because you have your own choice of, you know, particularly highest rarity here. So I guess that's something that I guess you gotta consider at this point, but I guess, I don't know. I always thought that the Pharaoh's rares kind of felt like the cooler, higher rarity. But if Collector's Rare is, genuinely holding up a little bit higher, that's interesting. Freed the Matchless General. Are we really talking about this? 134 listings, 44 for the DB reprint, 26 for the retro pack. I don't see anything particularly out of left field here for this, to be honest with you. If anything, it's probably in the first edition department down here. Let's go take a gander here, shall we? First editions, a lot of heavy play. We'll focus on near mints here. Yeah, near mint first editions are $9. That's nothing too out of left field. But I mean, for how old this card is, it's not like it was ever particularly like crazy card, but it's up there. So, y'all remember we're getting that Battles of Legend Armageddon, basically the massive Battles of Legend reprint set that, you're supposed to be excited about. You're supposed to be cheering to the top of your lungs. Konami actually is reprinting Chaos Emperor. They're reprinting the Photon Lord, all in, blueberry letters, purpleberry letters, greenberry letters, watermelon flavored cards. You can scratch and sniff them. These did fall. These fell down to $50 at the moment. But it does look like these have been rotating off the market. People are, to be honest with you, you're looking at these copies and you're like, ooh, like $49. Especially if you plan on playing this for the next couple of months. It's usually the same thing here. If you're looking at this as something that you need to have to play, then you're probably going to have to pick it up. You still got 7 months until the reprint does roll out. So that's a lot to consider. Number 90, Photon Galaxy Lord. $40, $40, $40. But Robbie, this will be... Somebody actually had the craziness to tell me that this card would go down to $10 with the announcement of the reprint. Boy, oh boy, I love proving people that they're wrong, but what do I know? They've settled down to $40. The reprint did its thing. It shaved a little bit of value off of the top, made it a little bit more affordable. As time goes and gets closer, you'll be fine, but if you need this in the next 7 months, yikes. Astral Utopia. How much lower can they go? I see somebody no, just kidding, there hasn't been any sales. Still holding it at 183. I feel like this never changes. We look through it, like all the reprints for this, and we're like, oh my gosh, like Battles of Legend, it's doing so crazy. The only thing that's going crazy here is like people aren't going too insanely, bat crap bananas for this. Like it's still cruise controlling. Inspector Borders. Oh, I forgot that this was an expensive card at one point for like first editions. $3.50, $3. Unlims are a whole $2 to $3. These aren't spinning crazy wheels. You're $1 for the secret rare, and then the dual devs are 30 cents. There's not a lot to be had here. Alert! Life Alert! $7, $7. These have spun back around. There was a point where, these were pushing $10, but you are seeing, the inversion of value actually being had here, which I think is good. All right. Once again, when you see this start spinning down and, looking a lot more inviting, that's what's going to happen on the market. Wake up your elemental hero. $11? $10? These are actually, I kid you not, at this point in time, we've actually hit the $11 to $12 mark for the ultra version of Wake Up Your Elemental Hero. I didn't expect to actually see this, but I'm not all that surprised. Once again, the hero tax is real. This set wasn't like, it was opened up for like the Stardust and things like that, and obviously, it still is opened for a lot of that stuff, but once again, that hero player tax has been absurd. Look at Absolute Zero. As of late, the value for that thing has been insane. All right, so I'm not expecting anything else really too crazy to continue to happen, but this is an interesting little thing to have noted. So, what do you think about everything that's been happening on today's market? I assure you that there have been some very wild things that are going to continue to happen, and, well, it's just another story for another day. So please, leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think. See your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys. Peace out. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.